Hi guys, it's Dr. Sammy Pryor. Thank you to all my subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. I make healthcare topics, all kinds from the lens of a naturopathic doctor, because I've been a naturopathic doctor now for close to 5 years. Yeah. And so anyways, I started this channel to try to help myself get out of an abusive marriage. And luckily, I have been divorced since August of 2023. Yes, I have one more court date, that I know of. And so please pray for me, guys. Please pray for me that things will go right for me. But that's neither here nor there. It is so hard leaving an abusive marriage or an abusive partner. I get it. If you're in that cycle, you have something called a trauma bond. Guys, I understand it is extremely hard to break the trauma bond, and I understand the fear, and I understand the desperation to want to try to stay in the relationship. I'll just tell you what I'm going to tell you. Your health is more important and your safety than this relationship that is causing you so much harm. Okay? But you're going to have to get to that point where you decide, okay, I've had enough. And when you decide that, you need to come up with a safety plan. Okay? I will tell you how I did my safety plan so you can, see if you have some elements like that. Luckily, I had family that approved me staying with them. If you don't, you need to find shelters, okay? And there's many people that can direct you to shelters that are in your local area, okay? I know for a fact if you can, fleeing them, away from them, that's going to be your most safe option, because if you're in the local area, I know when I came back to Connecticut, the abuse just started right back up. The stalking, the breaking in, the harm, my brakes failed on my car, things were happening to me all the time when I moved back. So if you can leave the area, it's actually safer for you, but I get it. Some of you married someone that your family, the same town. But anyways, you need to have, okay, so my car was hacked. My car had a GPS tracker on it. I did not know that. It was hidden. So even when I went to a place to get a book on how to actually leave, when I got home, I was screamed at. Okay, I was screamed at, and I was threatened and all these things. And I told him, I had to get a book for my work, right? And he wanted to see that book. And I said, it's at the office. And when I brought a book that was a medical book, I got the newest looking book I could find, and I brought it and showed him. I had to lie. I don't like to lie, but if he had known that I was getting a book on how to leave, game over. Okay, game over. I packed a bag. I always carried a work bag. I didn't pack things in the work bag. I packed a change of clothes. Okay. I brought documents every day. I gathered up some documents, and I brought important, my birth certificate, things like that. And I brought them in my work folder to my work, and I stored them at my work. Okay, so that is something you should do. Just start getting your financial records. I started another bank account. Yes, and I had a portion of my pay go into that other bank account by direct deposit. And this is something I set up my ex, he controlled everything. Okay, so he didn't know why this was happening. I told him that I was diverting some funds for a children's fund. You're right. So it was another lie, but you have to lie. Okay. So you need to get some of your own money if you can to pay for gas and like food or whatever your things you need while fleeing. Next, I took a coworker's car to go to the store to buy a burner phone. Okay, I never took that burner phone home. I kept it at my work, and I used that burner phone to let people know my phone number and how to reach me, and basically got things together. Okay, then the time came where my university furloughed me because of COVID-19. I was so grateful because that was my opportunity. Okay, I was in a residency program, so that was my opportunity. And boy, was it the best time, because the night before I fled, and I was going to wait till Friday, my day at work, the last day, but I had no choice. I had to stay at my work for 2 whole nights, because the night that I ended up leaving my home, my ex had obtained a gun. I didn't know this. I was awoken. I wasn't sleeping much because I was scared of him and my mother-in-law, but I was awoken by him next to my bed, making noise in the drawer. And so I shot up and I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And he said, "Oh, I'm getting some underwear." Now, this was odd because he was sleeping on the couch. He didn't wear underwear, okay? So I knew something fishy was going on. So I said, "Well, get them and leave, I'm trying to sleep." So he left, and I waited, and I stayed up. I laid there very quietly, and I stayed up and listened for him to fall asleep. And when I knew he was asleep, it took about an hour. He was on methamphetamine, so he would stay up for hours and hours. But it took about an hour. I tiptoed over to the drawer, and it was a handgun, and there was a bullet by the chamber. Okay, so he was trying to load the bullet into the chamber. Okay, I was terrified. I thought, oh my God, he was going to kill me. And the thing was, in the month or so leading up to this, he had set things in motion. He had had his mother dress, or somebody, I don't know if it was his mother, but somebody dressed all in black with a ski mask on, and tried to break in my home. He had people rummage in the cars. He told all the neighbors that we were having break-ins. Yeah, and basically he was setting up the doubt, yeah. And so all that had happened in the last month. So I knew things were very scary for me, almost for a whole month, but I didn't know why these things were happening. I just knew something was happening. But when the gun showed up, I was like, nope, I got to get out of here. So that morning, I literally went to work like nothing was neither, bad. And when I went to work, I never came home. Okay, I never came home. I turned off my phone. I turned off my, I turned on my burner phone for good. On Friday, when I actually got furloughed from work, I took off in my car and I went to my friend, stayed with my friend for a while, and then went the rest of the way to my family member's home in Texas. And I stayed there until my furlough ended and I had to come back. And that was 3-4 months later. And the venom was still there, but I think if I had been in the area when I had initially left, oh man, I don't know if I would have survived. So guys, there's apps. I had an app on my phone that shows you like how to get help, shows you places you can stay. It looks like a news app, okay? Be safe. Be safe, please, guys. I love you guys. I don't want any of you murdered. Domestic violence is by far the most common reason women die in this country. So please, guys, be safe. I pray for all of your safety. I pray for everyone who is in a domestic violence situation that they will have the means, they will have the strength when they decide to leave to be able to do it and to be able to do it safe and to be to make it. Okay guys, just I pray for all of you. I hate domestic violence, but we live in a broken world and there are so many abusers. But I love you guys and I wish you the best. Yeah, I am writing my book. It was on the back burner now because I started full-time work. It's a lot on me, but I love you guys. Okay, bye.